Hello there. Today's a very special find. The Rebel Blockade Runner from 2001. So at 1748 pieces, this is one of the larger sets from the early 2000s. This is a black and white box. The colored boxes are much rarer. They're from actual stores. It's a lot harder to find them. This one's in very awful shape, but this I got basically brand new. So if I open it up, the box is in awful shape, but everything else is in pretty decent condition. I even got the magazine from Fall 2001 for the Lego store. So during this time, the Lego company had a majority of their sales online. So what they do is they'd have these black and white boxes, well, grayscale, and if they're going to ship them to stores, they'd have a colored box outside of this too, and that one will go onto the shelves. It'll look pretty, so people buy it. But these are the ones people already bought, so you don't get that. The sticker sheet, this is the most important thing to me because I'm actually building this. So the sticker sheet is not peeled, it's not dry. It actually looks really well for its age. 20 years is a lot for paper. And the manual, the instructions are in really good shape too. The paper's really thin. It's not like one of the UCS sets now. Let me just show an example of those. So, not really much of an example. Hold on. Okay, no examples, but some of them come in a ring binder kind of deal, and a lot heavier pages. Like these are like printer paper thin pages, and they're all glossy and nice, but they're gonna fold over. They're gonna, like, even the edges right here, this has barely been worn, but the edges are still pretty iffy. But everything else about it, it's in really good shape. So going back to the box, what we have inside, we have two inside boxes. So this box was already open. From what I understand, this is complete, and everything is sealed inside the plastic bag still. That's very important to me. So they should have 13 of these. Not 13, 11. I did a count earlier. There are 11 of these bags. These are for the engines. They have the dead giveaways. This ring right here. This red. So there are 11 of those. I'm not sure how many pieces should be outside of the boxes, but the second box here was completely sealed until I opened it earlier today. And the boxes, they don't have anything extra. It's just extra pieces, probably smaller pieces than the large ones, and the large ones couldn't fit in. So hopefully I'll find out tomorrow if I have all the pieces, because that's when I'm going to start building it. Just a heads up, when you anytime you're shipping stuff like this, if you're buying or selling, don't put tape on the box. There are no marks on this one, but there was bubble wrap. When the seller was wrapping this, there was bubble wrap on the box, but like a piece of the labeling tape for the bubble wrap got stuck to the box, and I had to peel it off. And that was, I mean, the box is already in really shitty condition, so I could care less, but for someone who's collecting this and not opening this, it's a big, yeah, that's awful if that happens to you. So don't do that. An alternative is just putting like extra paper in between, so the bubble wrap just never moves. You could also just put the tape on the bubble wrap instead of the box, which is probably the better option. Yeah, but for 20 years old, this is in a really decent shape, I'd say. Especially considering a lot of the pieces are still in the bag. I'll show the back. The back's not very interesting, but so basically all the sides look like this. They have minimal everything on them. Because it's not meant to sell, it's just meant to build, because you already have the set with you. I'm gonna go over I'll even go over the catalog. The catalog's really neat because it shows all the older sets from that time too. So I'll just skip ahead. I'll even go to since this is Lego Star Wars. So you can mail in this order form, and you can order stuff with a check. This is how old it is. It's like, so the value of your order, it shows what the shipping is going to be. This is before they're free shipping or anything, so this is a very interesting thing. They still have the free gift, so it seems like every couple of months they switch up what free gift you get, but they even had it back then, 2001. This came out in November 5th of 2001, from what I remember. And it was also when they were doing the Technic. So you see a couple of things like a Droideka, all the episode 1 stuff, Pit Droid that is miscolored, and a stormtrooper with a missile launcher. But it's very interesting how far things have gone here. This is all Technic again, but these are all good things too. I'm sure there's a Star Wars page somewhere, probably before this, because I mean, if you're buying this, you want to see more Star Wars stuff. So I figure, oh, this is when the Harry Potter stuff came out too. So they probably had I don't remember if it's the first, second, or third that came out in 2001. But they have some of that. Hogwarts Express. Where is... Okay, there we go. We have a very old Millennium Falcon. Like, this might be the first one that they made. Probably the first X-Wing. They have a B-Wing on here. I didn't even know they made a B-Wing this early. But it looks like crap. The only decent thing I see in here is a Desert Skiff. All the other stuff, it doesn't have the detail. They haven't had the development time for it. But I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't look like it is. Maybe the shuttle does. The shuttle's pretty decent. The TIE Fighter. The ATST kind of looks like one of those Easter Island heads. Ooh, there we go, there we go. So the Gungan sub, that one looks decent. They haven't made a new one of those. And the Anakin's Pod Racer, they've made a bunch of them, but it's still the same general design, looks like. This is my first time looking through this, so. And that concludes the Lego Star Wars stuff. This is before, you know what? This must be before the TIE Interceptor then, because I don't see it on here. They had a UCS TIE Interceptor right before or after this, but it looks like it was after, because it would have been in here, I'm guessing. Unless if they, I mean, it was fall of 2001, so they may have just released it, so it wouldn't have made it in here. Well, that's really all that's here. Don't give this to kids that are 3 or under. I wouldn't give this to a kid in general, especially since it's older than them. But I'll see you when I build it.